world, my name is Nicholas Montez, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Welcome back to another YouTube channel, everybody. I'm so excited to have you all back here together again. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about something very exciting because finally, the show Danger Force has finally come to an end. And now, it sounds like I'm excited that's happening, but at the same time, I was just really excited for this show because, if you know, I love Henry Danger, but it's kind of nice to see that it's actually ending and to see where we're gonna get season 2. But because I'm doing Henry Danger rankings and this is a TV show, here's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna talk about what were my thoughts going into Danger Force, like when they announced it and stuff, and then I'm gonna talk about the good, the bad, even my score, and then I'm also gonna talk about what were my thoughts on the whole series as a whole. Not really gonna talk about am I excited for season 2, because to be honest with you, well, I mean, I probably will. We'll see. But I'm not gonna do like theories because the Henry Danger Nickelodeon shows aren't really like those deep shows where it's not like the Marvel shows where you have to look deep inside to see if you can find some little stuff. It's just random episodes with random plot lines, which of course I like. But with that said, let's get started talking about my thoughts going into this show before I saw all 26 episodes. So my general impressions of Danger Force was that when it was announced, I didn't really know what to go into it because I heard about it, well, I mean, there wasn't really any trailers until like the last 4 episodes of Henry Danger, but I heard about it in the last couple of episodes of Henry Danger. Not like the last 4 episodes, but like a little bit more before that. And as I was hearing about that, I was like, what is this show gonna be about? And like, cause it feels like a show that we're never gonna see. And the premise was basically like Captain Man and Schwoz are gonna team up with these new set of characters. And obviously, as you watch the show, and if you watch the last 4 episodes of Henry Danger, or some of the episodes before, they're not technically new characters. They're the same characters that we saw before in the past episodes, but they're doing new things with them and turning them into superheroes. But then when I saw the poster, and then I saw the last 4 episodes, and then I saw the final episode, I was like, oh, so that's how they're being superheroes. They're just, I honestly thought that they were just fighting and they didn't have any powers at all, because obviously Captain Man does have a superpower, which is indestructibility, but like, he's more of a crime fighter than an actual person with superpowers. And I didn't think like the way the characters' costumes look, it didn't really look like characters that would be able to fight crime and stuff. But, you know, it turned out pretty good. But now let's talk about the good of episode 26, Drive Hard. So for me, to me, this didn't really feel like the finale, kind of like Loki, except Loki has more to come with that show. But really, Danger Force just seemed like another branched out episode. Obviously, with the plotline that they chose, with the speech that Shoutout gave to get them on, so that way they can deliver this movie to Hollywood, it did feel a little bit like a finale, but not so much. When I was like seeing shots of the trailer of the episode before I saw it, I was like, is this gonna be like the finale of Henry Danger when Captain Man and Kid Danger and Drex are fighting Drex on the blimp? Like, obviously it's not a blimp, they were fighting those people on the truck, but like, it was pretty cool. So basically the plotline of the episode is basically they have to deliver the person that's making this new action movie, they're they're basically assigned to send a movie in the case to basically go send it to Hollywood, so that way people can watch it in Hollywood, so it's premiere. But there's the director of the film tricked them, and because people want to see the movie so bad, he basically tricked them into thinking that was a real movie, and then he just made people hate him, and it was funny. So that was kind of a clever plot on what they did with the villain, but also, it also had some very clever jokes. The jokes were pretty funny. I mean, probably not like laugh out loud moments like, I don't think I've ever laughed that hard in a Henry Danger production. Probably that thing that one of the people said in the Henry Danger season 2 episodes, but that's it. But my thoughts on this episode is that it was pretty funny. It had the story was forgivable enough. The action was pretty exciting, and bringing back Little Dynamite was actually pretty cool. And he actually had this nice bravado that you liked about him. So overall, it was a pretty good episode. Not the best one, but I thought as a conclusion, sort of a conclusion, it worked nicely for me. So that's what I liked about it. Now let's move on to the bad. Now, I actually have only 2 problems with with this episode, but it still doesn't put it up as the top tier. So the first problem is that the plot line of the episode just doesn't feel like this episode does not feel like the finale. Like when it ends, it doesn't feel like the finale and like of this season, because we know we're gonna have a season 2. But I just feel like the plot line that they came up with this episode, because really the basic premise of this show was that Captain Man and Schwoz were putting these superheroes together to basically, because if you remember in the first episode, where Shout Out basically lets all the villains that Captain Man and Kid Danger let out, they let them out, and I thought that was gonna be the premise of the show, where they were gonna keep finding all these villains to put them back in prison, so that way they can make new adventures like Captain Man and Kid Danger did before. Technically that's not what the case was, but for this episode, the plotline just seems very off. Like I said, it was forgivable enough, but still, I wanted something conclusive, and I wanted something redeeming. Especially, I know it's not like supposed to be this series where it's supposed to be like the Marvel shows, where you get this big epic thing and then it sets up other stuff. But I would at least like something conclusive to the story that they were developing. But it was weird. And then also there was just this one scene that I can't really describe, but one of them is kind of predictable, and I don't really remember, but yeah. So that's really all my issues with this episode. I thought it was a pretty good conclusion to the season, but it had some issues. But before I give it my final score, be sure to comment down below what were your thoughts on the finale of Danger Force Season 1. If you guys love it, if you guys hate it, or right there in between, let's get some nice discussions going. With that said, let's get on with my scores. Alright, so we're done talking about this whole episode. Now let's talk about my review for the whole season as a whole. So my thoughts on this whole season is that it delivers some of the stuff that Henry Danger did, but also finding a little bit of a twist to it. They actually do find clever new jokes to do with this show, and they also introduce some new things. And as we have a show where Henry and Ray have this big character arc, especially when we get to that, it's just so, it also, I just love the way it kind of touches back on that finale, as they are the best people in this show. I really wish Henry came back, but I honestly wish that there could be an episode where Danger Force and Henry's team could team up to stop like a big villain. Like they could ask for extra help. But that's not what that team is mostly. But overall, it was a good season. I'm gonna give it a B minus, maybe B plus. I don't know. It's somewhere in the B range. But that's it for my review for the season of Danger Force. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My Instagram is Marvel6 and my TikTok name is MarvelFan. If you guys don't understand those names, head to my back section and follow me on all social medias. I'm also on Letterboxd. It's 6 spam. _6 _. And also, I'll be posting my ranking of all 26 episodes of Season 1 Danger Force. That will be coming out later today. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.